Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest iteration of the web series The Burning Ones. If you're new to the series, there is a playlist listed down below in the description, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Chapter 19, Do You Dream? It's not here. Addison choked, coughing blood as she tried to speak. She was fading. Her eyes flashed, darting side to side, teary, bloodshot, and full of terror. I felt her blood dripping down my fingers as I held the knife. Shadow's hand wrapped around hers. Light sparked from the edges of his entire body, pulsing rapidly alongside her heartbeat. He fell to a knee, clutching the wound in his stomach. My arms were glowing, covered in the blood of one who burns. "I'm sorry," I gasped, choking back a sob and turning my eyes away from her. "I'm sorry." I ripped the knife free of Addison's chest. Her blood rushed out of the open wound. I leapt into the air, broken wings lifting my body just high enough with the last of my kestrel's energy. I kicked my legs, spinning my body 180 degrees. It had to be enough. It had to be worth it. I raised the blade above my head, clutching the bloodied seraphim steel with both hands as I plummeted towards my target. The flames were searing. As I burned, I thought of the sheepdogs. Those brave creatures, they deserved better. I never wanted to kill like this again. The knife sunk deep, rending flesh, glancing off bone and tearing nerve and muscle fibers as it plunged between the vertebrae. It was designed for this, the blade of an assassin. I twisted the knife as the body collapsed beneath me. More blood on my hands. An explosion of energy tossed me backwards. I tumbled head over foot as the Guardian departed this plane, severed from its human host. I struck the deck and slid. Broken glass tore at my exposed burnt skin through the holes in my ruined armor. Critical system error, catastrophic damage detected, emergency power active. I skidded to a stop, crashing into the body. Can't think about him now. Not now. Critical system error, catastrophic damage detected. I dragged myself up onto my hands and knees. The mass of my ruined kestrel suit weighed down on me. I kept my eyes closed. I didn't dare look. Culvert, initiate emergency survival protocols. Frightless. Initiating ESP, administrating the last of the meds. Good luck, Chief. The kestrel wings snapped together, sparking as their molecular chain-link structure altered. They melted and fell onto my body, coating my torso in a layered, scaled plate to protect my vital organs. I heaved and gasped as the drugs hit my system and my eyes snapped open. I could tell it wouldn't be enough. There was no way I could win. Not against him. "Get up! Move!" "Some things must happen," Shadow said. His voice wavered. He was finally weakening. I watched his blood, Allison's blood, drip from my fingers. So a god really can bleed, I thought, as I stood and backed away. His eyes sparked blue fire, white coals. Pure terror filled me. Shadow was rallying. He tried to stand, wings fluttering, unable to lift his weight from the ground. He fell back to a knee, his hand landing heavily on Allison's chest. Her chest. It was still gushing blood. How much blood can she have in there? It was the only way, I mumbled. I gasped for air. I was hot. I was cold. I was going to die if I didn't get out of my blankets immediately. I kicked at the bedding, tearing through it with my talons in my haste. I rolled clumsily out of bed and hit the floor hard, bruising my elbows. "You were dreaming again, Seraph." Shadow's voice purred above me. He sounded affectionate. "Nightmares." I looked up and saw Shadow's eyes, burning softly, gazing down at me. He had left Allison's side of the room. "Do you dream?" "Only when I am awake," Shadow said. "Do you not sleep?" I asked, and started peeling my soaked clothing from my body. "Only..." Shadow turned away, returning to Allison. "Only what?" "Only in the dark between when they are dead, and I am gone." "What does that mean?" "Do you wish to speak of your nightmares, Seraph?" Shadow asked. "No." I pulled Allison's pink sweater over my head. I curled my knees up underneath it. I could still see the bodies of the dead owl team burning in the back of my mind, and something else I couldn't quite remember. "Nor do I." Shadow spread his wings, shrouding Allison's bunk once more, this time, perhaps for his own sake, not hers. Maybe we can just sit here, together. I leaned back against the wall, closed my eyes, hugged my knees against my breast, and breathed deeply. Shadow spoke softly, even quieter than his usual whisper. I would enjoy this, Seraph. I wish I had a cup, my throat caught. Impossible. The tea kettle in the corner had turned on. End of chapter.
I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Sevaren Serberous, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Casper Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon W.R.E, and Sevaren Serberous. Thank you very much.